Hello everyone, this is going to be a 180 literary for the RPR simulator, and this will be 5 minutes long. Ready? Judge Lawrence seems to have a soft spot for people who commit nasty or stupid acts while under the influence of booze. Last February, the Chicago judge heard the case of Michael Coelho, 28, a muscular thug who had mauled a female police officer when she stopped him for going the wrong way on a one-way street. She later needed the services of a plastic surgeon. Coelho's lawyer came up with a novel explanation for why his client had disfigured the lady's face with his fists and a metal bar. His defense: a tattooed stranger in a bar may have slipped a mysterious chemical into his drink. As a believable excuse, it ranked with the classic, "The devil made me do it." Coelho was no stranger to police or trouble. In fact, he has achieved quite a history as a brawler and head basher. There was a time, according to the Norwich police, when Coelho didn't like the way a guy on the street looked at his date, so he did a little punching and stomping. A judge then put him under court supervision. The River Forest police know him too. He was in a restaurant when another diner did something to offend him, so Coelho proceeded to bash the customer. When the police arrived, he wrestled with them and threatened to kill one of the officers. Coelho was charged with assault and resisting arrest. The case was still pending when this article was written. Down the road in Schiller Park, they also know Coelho. He once got angry at a motel keeper because his car was damaged in the motel lot. The police say he didn't hit the man. He merely promised to kill him and blow up the motel. Because the motel keeper did not press his assault case, the charges were dropped. Judge Lawrence did not have any of the details of Coelho's record before him, but the judge did have Coelho's amazing defense that a mind-altering substance may have turned him into a raging beast, causing him to smash a policewoman in the face with a metal bar. So what did the judge do? Without word of explanation, he found Coelho not guilty. Now I have come across another example of Judge Lawrence's kindness. Let us jump back to the night of January 2nd, 2004, when John Morrison, 62, of Palos Heights, was driving his car on Chicago's south side. His wife Ella was sitting next to him. Suddenly a car veered across 4 lanes of a 6-lane street and slammed head-on into Morrison's car. Ella died instantly of massive brain damage. John had head and chest injuries and a broken arm, but he lived. The driver of the other car, James Verovich, 32, was only slightly injured, but a blood test showed that he was drunk. A trial was held, and Judge George Lawrence found him guilty of reckless homicide. All things considered, Verovich got a light sentence. He couldn't drive a car for 2 years, and he'd have to spend 60 weekends in the county jail. That way, he could continue to work at his job. If you add it up, 60 weekends comes to about 4 months in jail. Not too harsh a punishment for getting drunk and killing someone. But not long ago, Verovich and a lawyer filed a motion to have his sentence reduced. He had spent 45 weekends in jail and asked that the last 15 weekends be scratched. The motion was assigned to Judge Lawrence. The assistant state attorney promptly objected to Judge Lawrence's hearing the motion since he hadn't handled the original trial. But Lawrence said, "I have jurisdiction and I'll entertain it." Then the assistant state's attorney said he wasn't prepared for a hearing. He wanted time to gather and present the evidence from the original trial, which he hadn't been involved in. Lawrence turned him down on that too. So the assistant state's attorney asked for a delay in order that somebody from the dead woman's family, such as her daughter, could be present. To that, Judge Lawrence said, "I don't know that anybody has any standing or any proper place in a hearing of this nature at this point. Not being a lawyer, I don't know if the judge was correct, but even if he was, simple courtesy would allow for somebody from the family of Ellen Morrison to be in court when the man who killed her requests that his already soft sentence be made even softer. The family has no standing. If anybody has any standing, it ought to be the man whose wife was so violently taken from him, or their daughter and only child. If nothing else, somebody from the family should at least have the privilege of sitting in the courtroom and giving dirty looks to the drunken driver. But Judge Lawrence didn't think their presence was necessary, nor was any evidence from the original trial necessary, not even a review of the transcript of the trial. In walks a guy who says he doesn't want to spend any more weekends in jail, and that's enough for Judge Lawrence. At the end of a hearing that lasted only minutes, Judge Lawrence said the petition to modify the defendant's sentence is allowed. I said that Judge Lawrence appears to have a soft spot in his heart for people who do stupid or nasty things when they get drunk. I should change that. The soft spot appears to be in his head. Okay, so we do have a word list. We've got Judge Lawrence, capital J on Judge, Lawrence, capital Lawrence. Chicago, capital Chicago. Michael Coelho, capital Michael. Coelho, capital Collella. Norridge, capital Norridge. River Forest, capital River. And then we've got Forest, capital Forest. Schiller Park, capital Schiller. We've got John Morrison, capital John. Morrison, capital Morrison. Ella, capital Ella. I said Palos Heights, but I believe it's Palos Heights. So Palos Heights, capital Palos. Heights, capital Heights. James Verovich, capital James. Verovich, capital Viravec. Judge George Lawrence. So I gave you Judge Lawrence, but George is going to be capital George. That's his first name. Okay, and that concludes the word list, which concludes our 180 literary for the RPR simulator. Good luck.